I also apparently I
Don't
go
don't
all the
spit.
way to
Don't
Oregon.
spit.
Yeah, there's no spitting allowed here. Take it.
Speaking of raw dog styles, welcome to Only Horns, Horny After
Probably
Dark.
take that ticker off too.
Yeah, you may want to do that. So, Blaine, thank you for sticking around and joining us for the adult content portion of our
Adult
show.
content. Oh my gosh.
And this is where we're just going to cut up and have fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I just got back from a cruise, so I don't know if our fan page has yet grown any because I hid like so apparently this is my first cruise. Apparently you hide ducks on in and around the ship and people find them. Like I didn't find one damn duck, so I was really pissed off.
I
But
think
all
they
of
were
my
pulling your legs, what they were doing,
no,
because I
like
never
everyone
heard
had
of that.
pictures because even Sassy and Warren they had little ducks and they were hiding them too. I even saw a little kid find my duck and I made like little stickers that had QR codes on the bottom of them. So he was so excited and his mom took a picture and I told him horns forward and he just went yeah.
World famous now, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, at least at Mexico. Um, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Like especially on that Sunday because that was like the first football like NFL games and stuff. But we were all hardcore with our Brahmas gear on the boat. A bunch of little young
Yep.
represented. I represented Horns Forward too and Belize. I wore my Horns Forward podcast
I'm
shirt.
thinking when the Brahmas win the championship, we do that little riverboat parade they do on the riverwalk, but the
Mhm.
riverboat keeps going all the way as far as we can get to a cruise ship, and then we just go on a cruise all together. Just
Oh
have
my
a good
god.
time.
Hey,
That'd
all I'm
be
saying
I'm
is
dope.
okay
that
with that.
we definitely need to like plan like a serious like all the fans go because it was cheap and it was so much fun.
Well, you are going to have to come down from Oregon to join us, Jackie. I'm just saying.
Oregon,
'Cause-
Texas.
No, Oregon. Because, that's not
That's why it's the only after show I'm allowed to do
okay.
this.
Okay.
That see, but I don't know about that no more because when you go down Hildebrand by my house, there are two signs now. There was only one, two signs that says free weed 21 plus and a big old arrow.
Hey, no, that's not.
That's
Weird.
for a landscape company.
No. It's got the whole leaf and everything. And the place is called the Purple Dragon.
Whatever to entice
So
people to come in and,
It's
and
probably like
grab
what
some
is that?
weeds.
What is that junk that they sell at like the head shops? I don't know.
That whatever stuff.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
What's that fake weed stuff?
Cigar weed.
THCA or Delta 8.
No. Delta 8.
Delta 8. See?
They
How
have
do
Delta
I
Yeah.
know
9.
this? I
I've
don't
heard
even
they have
smoke.
Delta 9 as well.
I think they got like Delta higher numbers now.
Yeah, they
I
do.
I don't know. That ain't no. That's nothing.
There.
What's there?
They need
somebody
Delta
put it.
69.
Renee commented. I don't have access to the controls. I'm still on the amateur control panel here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I never got the I got the admin link somewhere, I'm sure, and I lost it. And so now I've got to log in on the basic one. And so I just have to sit here with my hands off the controls, which is probably not a bad thing.
No,
Honestly,
it's not.
I get myself in a lot of trouble. So
You'd be
Yeah.
playing fart noises every second, especially now after we heard the whole take a dump before the game. You'd
true.
be playing fart noises
True.
every.
You probably would have did the audience. You probably like,
Yay.
yeah.
They're giving me a hard time because and it's got a built-in soundboard, and so I'm always jacking with noises, the
Wah, wah,
brain
wah.
bell, all that, the sad trumpet. Yeah, I'm all about the gimmicks. So I can't post it, but I don't know if you can see it in the chat or not. But Renee Peters, aka Brahma Babe, she said appreciate the honesty, and I have to support that comment. That was refreshing hearing a true story. That hey,
Yes.
I take a dump before a game.
A lot of people won't say it, but I don't really care. Like it's true. Like I'm telling you, if you ever go in a locker room maybe like an hour or 30 minutes before a game. Every toilet in there is full. Like you're outside
I'd
waiting.
rather
Like there's
not.
a waiting line. Like
Oh my
everybody just trying to
god.
get. They're trying to get like everything out before they just go battle. So it's like that's really how it is. Like so, I try to get on it pretty early. Try to get it over with. But yeah, like that's really how it is. Like I didn't really honestly like realize that until I tried to take one late once, and like there's like a waiting line. I'm like, bro, this is
Okay,
crazy.
Now,
Like
So-
have you or any of your teammates ever clogged one from having such a massive dump?
there has been one when I was in
Oh
JUCO.
my
We
God.
did have a story like that. They clogged it at the stadium, and they were like, "We have to go use the other one," and they wouldn't let us use the coaches, the coach, the coach's bathroom. So people were just out there waiting on one toilet. It was terrible. It was
Okay.
terrible. Luckily, I got mine out the way.
So I'm going to ask this question, right? Because we're in the after hour show now. And hopefully this did not happen to you. But have you ever known anybody that got caught in a situation where they couldn't take care of their business before the game and maybe had a little accident out on the field?
You trying to call somebody out?
Not
Oh,
that
no,
I
that's
know
it.
of, but I have heard some stories about like like people getting hit in the game, and then like all of a sudden like they got to go in the locker room. I'm like like.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Got the hurt squirt.
that's a thing in football. The brown stains on the white pants, like that's a real thing. Like it's just a part of the game. But yeah, like so luckily I've always gotten my business taken care of and out of the way.
I cannot believe we're talking about bowel movements.
So would it be fair to say that those people literally got the shit knocked out of them?
Oh yeah.
literally got the shit knocked out. Like, yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I've known people that have had to like get taken out of games because they're like, Coach, I gotta take a shit. And they're like, Are you serious, son? And it's like, yeah, like I gotta go. And so they're out for like 2 series because they're in the bathroom taking a dump in the middle of like the third quarter.
That's a real thing. I think it's like a combination of like the nerves, and then like you're just trying to like the what is the saying? It's like fight or flight. They're flying. Like all this shit is flying out of them. So it's like they got to get it out.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean I understand that. I don't know what it is, but it's just like something before a game. Like it's like almost like everybody does it. I have no clue what it is, and they just take their time doing it. Like they sit on the toilet and just have like a real good conversation with themselves or whatever, and it's just like crazy. But yeah, that is definitely.
I mean,
it's a thing that happens. Like that
when you're eating brisket, pulled pork, grilled cheese sandwiches, I mean, it's got to come out sometime.
It does. Man, I miss those sandwiches so much.
I would think with that higher grease content and everything, you wouldn't even like you'd sit down and gone, like just done. It'd just rip right on out.
Man, everybody's stomach works in mysterious ways. After I do eat those, I do have like a little heart to heart, little moment on the toilet. Hours after.
Oh God!
Hey, bro.
That is wrong decision. Why do I
want
do
to know
this?
how many calories is in that sandwich. Have y'all ever had that sandwich?
No, but I'm going to get it now.
It's called the
No,
Mac
I'm afraid
Daddy.
to.
It's not on the menu. It's the Mac Daddy sandwich. And my friend Chance is the one who put me on it. And because we were real good buddies at UIW, he was like, "Hey man, like you got to try this." And I was like, "I don't think so." So I got like a meat plate, and then he just opens up this container. And it's just like, it's almost like it started singing. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, look at this. Like, oh my God. So like, I literally went back and got one to eat for later. And like, yeah, it was crazy. It was like, it just looks, it's so colossal. Like you have to eat it down before you can like grab it and eat it. Cause it's so good.
It's like one of these burgers. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really good. It's like the mac and cheese,
like one of those burgers.
Bro, it's so big, so big. It's so good. Like it's probably terrible for you, but just amazing food. Amazing.
That's why Charles Barkley says everything about about San Antonio.
Yeah,
it's because of food like that.
Yep. Charles Barkley be hating.
Yeah,
he's just old and grumpy, man.
Yeah, it's old guy, man.
Can't help it. We have good food and we like to eat. So
True.
That's true. San Antonio has
True.
some amazing food.
Are they still gonna do the hub model though, right? So you're gonna be going back and forth. You've heard about like the teams actually having a flying back and forth and
Yeah. So that was kind of strange to me. I thought we. Hold
bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of strange, like how you fly with the team together, and then you fly back like that. That must suck for the losing team. Like you got one side of the plane is like turned, you got one side of the plane is like depressed and sad. Don't know, It's like I thought that was kind of strange, but I mean, if it works, it works. I heard this is speculation, but I have heard some things about teams possibly being based out of their city now. I don't know how true that is,
Oh,
but
please.
That's what we're hoping.
I would absolutely love to be back in San Antonio. I love San Antonio. I don't like. I think it's one of the best places in Texas. I really do. Like I enjoy San Antonio so much. I enjoy San Antonio sometimes more than I enjoy Houston, and
As you should. As you should.
This is too big.
it's
No
very
offense,
big.
Rig. No offense,
The thing-
Rig, but
Yeah, the thing about San Antonio is just like it's big, but it's just small enough. Like you can get around very well in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And it's really easy
Yeah.
to learn, like once you've been down there. So I really enjoy San Antonio. I really do.
I hope
think it's
that
cool.
they do it here. I would like begging. I'm like, I just want to go to a practice. I just want to be all in it there. Like
well, even just to have you guys here for the community involvement
mhm.
would
absolutely
do wonders, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so I'm hoping that's something that the XFL can do. Like that'd be really dope, to be back down there. And just just do so much for the community. Like people can be able to come to our practices,
Yes.
things like that. Just be so much community involvement, get everybody involved. Build the fan base even more. Like be super dope. Super dope. But we'll have to see. It's speculation, so I don't know.
And that's one of the things that we've joked around with other players in the past and other fans is that like the XFL gives people so much access to the players when they are in town, whereas that same level of access in the NFL, like you'd get tackled by security and arrested.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And one of the players that like excelled at that kind of engagement was the kicker from last year, who's now on the practice squad for the Bears, Parker Romo.
Poor guy.
He was always one of the first ones out of the tunnel after the game, or one of the last ones going back in the tunnel, and always stayed behind to like hang out with fans and say hi. And his family came to all the games, and so we got to know his family. And so he became a fan favorite really quickly because of that kind of just outgoingness with the fans and interaction that not everybody did, and so I will tell you that like if you want to be well liked by the fans here, just spending that extra 10-15 minutes after the game and just saying hi, taking pictures, signing on, like just being around them, that makes a world of a difference.
Yep.
And like before you know it, people are going to be like, we're going to miss you, Blaine, because you're going to the league, but damn it, I wish you'd stay.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. That's always been something I've enjoyed doing, though, is like, just taking pictures, just getting to know people, getting to know who supports you, who's behind you. I think that's like really important, especially, within an organization, like just being behind the people that are behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like having a strong fan base, doing that. Cause like at the end of the day, those are the people, that want to see you succeed. Like there's some people that know you personally, that may not want to see you succeed versus, the complete stranger that's like, oh my God, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's like the dopest thing ever, So yeah, that's something I will 100% do, after every opportunity that I get. Like I will definitely do that all the time.
Okay. I don't know if you can see that comment, Blaine, but that's from our friend Rig Rocker in Houston. Just watch out for that SAJ guy, man. He's nothing but trouble.
You're lying.
I'll have to watch out for him.
Yep.
Yeah. So the area that Jorge was telling you about, Section 108, It's literally you're gonna see a good line of your super fans, literally front row. I start the row off, and Jorge ends the row off. So we're
Yep.
like we're the powerhouses. They're like I'm usually with a sign. I'm the sign girl. I always have a sign, and we're just there
Yep.
cheering them on, win or lose. We wait, even if at the end of the game and we didn't get it, we're still there, making sure you guys walking in with your heads lifted up because we enjoy watching it. Period.
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm super excited. I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to have a great year. I think we're getting all the pieces that we need, and I think it really is going to be a great year this year. I genuinely believe that. So I'm just excited to get up there, get to work, things of that sort. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun year.
It is, man, and we are so looking forward to having you here, man. That's Jorge. I don't know if you can see it. Play it again.
Oh yeah,
That's Jorge. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're not going to be able to miss that.
That's dope. I'm getting that sombrero.
Okay. We're going to hold you to it, man.
Rick Rocker's gonna have to change his name to Brahma Rocker.
Yep. Yeah, there's no oil rigs here, so we'll have to figure something else out. But
he could be the
yeah, man.
heavy metal guy for the Brahmas.
The heavy metal guy from Houston that happens to like San Antonio now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a long name. We'll have to shorten that. But no, again, man, Blaine, we are so excited to have you here, and we love the energy. We love the spirit. We hope that energy that you're bringing becomes contagious in the locker room. Everybody catches that same fever, catches onto that same belief. We had a hell of a team. The numbers don't show it, but we had a hell of a team last season. With additions like you on the roster now, I truly believe we're going to have an incredible season. So just make sure that you keep that positivity up, that same passion, that same fire. Let your teammates catch that, and you guys are going to do great things next season. I truly believe that.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. I'm honestly, I'm looking forward to it day in, day out. I got a little thing on my phone just counting down the days. So I'm just ready, man. Like I'm ready. It's for me, it's kind of just crazy because it's like I kind of had to take a step back, because a lot of guys in my position, it's like this is like one of the first times like we're not playing ball in the fall. So like just like I'm like like wow, I feel like this is weird, but like now that I look at it, I have not played football in the fall since I've been in like 6th, 7th grade. So it's just like very, it's very different. Like I've played every single year up until now, and so I think it's just a weird, like it feels weird, but I think it's like the calmness before the storm. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be pretty cool. But I have enjoyed this, like being home and stuff, spending time with family, like before I go out, because next year, it's gonna be a great year, but it's gonna be a long year. So I'm just super excited. Super excited.
That's how I feel right now. Like for a lot of us, the XFL has ruined the NFL for us.
Yeah.
Like even though like I've been and these guys are always talking crap on me too. Been a Dallas Cowboy fan since I was a child.
Who are they?
We're gonna do it this season. We're gonna be champs. This is our year, guys.
Well, I feel you because like I just like Jay down there. I've been a Packers fan since I was 6 years old. But you look in my closet, and I have a Parker Romo Lions jersey hanging up there that I've worn before. And I'm like, I'm a Packers fan wearing a Lions jersey, even though he's not on the team anymore, right? But I still got it.
Yep.
But he was a Brahma, and I was like, I support my boy. But even then, like the impact that you guys have on kids, specifically like kids his age, like his first exposure to like real big time football was the XFL. And it's funny now because I was, before you got on, I was telling everyone that, we were watching the Texas Longhorns last week. And my wife, she's a big Longhorns fan, and she's like, "Hey, Bubba, do hook 'em." And he's like, "No, mommy, horns forward." There you go.
Let's go, little man. Let's go.
So he was correcting her and saying, "No, you're doing it wrong. It's horns forward."
Yeah, man, I love that.
I noticed. That I noticed.
Yep.
do it.
That's
Can you show
awesome,
me
man.
this?
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely ruined it
Show
because
me
I'm
this.
just like, is it
Guys,
spring
show me
yet? Like,
this.
how many more months until the season? Like, I'm just waiting for the schedule.
Right.
Because we go deep also when it goes to away games.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're the fans that travel. Like, we're the
Yeah.
known
Yeah,
to
we're
travel.
we're known to travel.
No.
Yeah, out
Yeah.
of all the league, you're gonna see the yellow go up with our boys all the
No,
time.
not like
We have a
that.
whole
Like
section.
this.
We're the loudest. We're the proudest.
Let me try.
Do me a favor, Blaine. If you get a free moment, look up the Arlington versus San Antonio game where
Okay.
San Antonio played Arlington in Arlington. Listen to the crowd noise. Listen to the comments that the commentators are making about the crowd noise.
It's all Brahma.
It's us. It's
Yeah.
us, not Arlington.
Not at all.
We were so damn loud. They were commenting about it on TV, how loud we were. And there was only like a couple, maybe a couple thousand at the most. And we were drowning out their 18.
That's crazy.
They're 18,000.
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's what you get to look forward to. That's the fan base
Absolutely.
you're going to be representing. That's going to be getting your back.
And I really am. I truly am looking forward to that. And I think that's so awesome. You know, like just like such a strong supportive fan base. I think that's so important for an organization just to know like the people are behind you. You know, so I want to thank y'all. You know, like looking just moving forward and everything. Like I think it's gonna be great. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. I think we'll be able to celebrate a lot. So it's gonna be a great year. I'm looking
And
forward
that's
to
part
it.
of why we had the show too, is just to kind of keep the spirit alive because it was so strong. Like we didn't know each other in January, and
crazy.
now I mean, like they're doing cruises together. We got all sorts of stuff. Like it's just become a giant family, and we want to just
Yeah.
kind of keep that going all year round.
Yep.
And it's unique because you don't really see other teams in other markets doing it because they have NFL teams that kind of like take their attention. We don't,
Right.
I mean, we got UTSA, UIW, Trinity, but I mean, as far as pro football, I mean, you already know we don't got anything.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, this is a football starved market, man. I mean, we've been toyed with, we've been teased, we've been used and abused.
Goddamn Commanders.
Yeah. this fan base is hurting. So when you guys came along, it made sense for all of us to gravitate towards that and 100% buy-in. Now there's still people on the fence, and obviously this whole merger speculation nonsense and all the rumors that are happening because of it, are not going to help. But that's not going to hinder our support for you guys and to continue trying to drum up more support. We know you're going to be here next year. We believe you're going to be here for several years after that.
Yeah.
We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep our foot buried on the pedal, so to speak. And we're going to keep doing all of our stuff to make sure that we're bringing out more and more people to support you so they can fall in love with you guys and then go tell their friends to come on out and get them to fall in love with you also.
Absolutely.
My goal is to get Mexico to come up. I want Mexico to come up.
So can you put up Riggs' comment, Jackie?
The one, oh yeah.
This last one. That one's for you, Blaine.
Yeah, man. It doesn't work, man. It's just like it's straight up for show. Like
It's just for
yeah,
show.
it's not gonna move. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, bro,
It's like inspecting your whole background and everything. I never even
100%
noticed.
does not work.
He's watching. He's watching him as closely as Wade Phillips
It's
was.
right twice a day.
Yeah. He got that Wade Phillips eye on you, man.
I know. Dang.
Wade Phillips, man, he's a guy, man. Like it was just funny, man. He was really, he's hilarious. He was like really trying to figure out who. Like I said, a kid in a candy store that like sees that new piece of candy and he likes it. He's trying to figure out what it was. And just like watching it, like he really was watching me, bro. It was crazy. And then I had a teammate there at the time. He actually signed to the Brahmas too. Micah Smith. And Micah came out to watch my workout. He's like, "Hey, who come over here?" And then like he was watching Wade, and I knew Wade was watching, and Wade just he just watches me like this walk across the track, just watching me the whole time. I'm like, oh my,
so
like
creepy.
he trying to figure out who I am, bro.
It took him like 30 minutes.
You
to
should
get
have waved
10
back and been like, hey.
Hey.
Yeah, and so it was super dope. So I knew that they were I knew that the Roughnecks were kind of interested in me at the time. So yeah, and then I went out to the combine and stuff, and he was there. And he kind of did the same thing, and it was just really funny, man. Like Wade, just a guy like that, of his age, just trying to figure out who I was. It was hilarious.
Thank God
It
you
was
didn't go
hilarious.
there.
So, okay. So I've got to tell you this story just because, like, much respect to Wade Phillips in his immaculate, career, the things that he's done.
No, he
Before you-
Wade Phillip my Cowboys. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
before you do that, just if you see Wade Phillips and hear this song, just be careful.
That's literally
Yeah.
then he's looking at you for different reasons.
hungry eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Wade.
That or
I hope he's not.
that or it's his glaucoma, one of the two.
Oh my god.
So we were giving a guy a hard time earlier. Brian Davis, he's my counterpart, right? He's the guy who helps me get us both in trouble
Gang.
and get right on the verge of getting kicked out of every game. The Houston game we played in San Antonio, Wade Phillips came out first, right? And he comes, Wade Phillips style, taking like 7 years to get across the field. I was waiting for the nurses' aides and stuff to come get him and say, okay, Mr. Phillips, it's time to go back to your home now, and give him his oatmeal and put him to bed. But this was when Houston was on like a 3-game losing streak. So we waited until he got close enough, because again, we're literally right behind the player's bench, right? The opponent player's bench. So we waited until he got close enough, and we're like, hey, Wade Phillips. And I guess his bell tones finally kicked in, and he heard us, and he looked up and thought we were Houston fans. And so he just looks up and just naturally waves. And we're like, how's that 3-game losing streak treating you? And you could hear his old stone, cholesterol-filled heart just break. And he just looked down and grabbed his headset and turned around and waddled away, man. I felt almost bad. Almost bad. No offense, Rig. Love you. Right, love Houston, kind of, but we had to give Wade Phillips a hard time. So,
Wade,
yeah,
man.
But he, I mean, all the shots, yes, Rig. No, it did not end well for us. We lost that game. Shush. At least I got my digs in. Okay, but yeah, that's the kind of passion that you're going to see out there, man. Guys, just and we'll give the players and stuff a hard time at the end of the game. We're going to be respectful, though. And we're going to be like, hey, if they won, hey, good game. You guys beat us. Cool.
Unless
great catch, whatever.
God.
But we're still going to be there to support you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
that's dope, man. That's dope.
Man,
yeah,
they got me. They got me booed in my own damn stadium. Of course, I'm not going to.
You got you booed in your own stadium. What flag were you carrying?
I wasn't carrying a flag.
No, it was the sign that I made.
The sign. I'm sorry, the sign. What did your sign say, sir? What did your sign say?
It didn't say anything. It had a nice symbol on it.
Oh,
it
did say something.
It didn't say anything. It had no words. It was all symbolism.
It had the Arlington Renegades logo with a slash through it.
That's symbols.
And you were on the Arlington side. What did you expect?
I mean, their own symbol slashes through the D, so I'm just saying, like.
But it didn't have a red slash through it. It's like a baby blue, soft, gentle, powdery, kind of like DJ with those glasses on, just kind of soft and unobtrusive. So yeah, Jorge does not like the South Oklahoma Renegades at all. So thankfully you didn't wind up there. Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited to play them. We had a DN that had transferred to Incarnate Word, Chris Whitaker, and I believe he's on the Renegades. So I'm really excited to play him. Yeah, I'm excited to go again. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
You know what's funny? My wife, she works in the medical field, and so she trains surgeons on how to do surgery with the device. And one of the doctors that is one of her clients is actually the chief doctor for the Renegades, and then when you guys are in the hub, for the league as a whole. So you might come across a doctor named Dr. Garf.
Okay.
And if you do, tell him the mariachi sends his regards, and he'll know that that's I'm my wife's husband, and like I remember he came up to us at the championship game. He's like, "You're not cheering for us?" I was like, "Hell no, I'm not cheering for you guys."
Nah, I definitely. If I come across, I'll definitely send my regards. Send your regards. That's
Yes.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So yeah, we all have our targets. You know, South Oklahoma is Jorge's. You know, I'm shooting a little bit further north. Again, because of the fan base, but
That's what she said.
yeah, don't tell anybody. But my wife's also from St. Louis, so I've got to take my digs in where I can. So, you know, oh yeah, yeah. The best thing to come out of St. Louis was my wife. They can have the rest. I don't care. I don't care. Right? Beaver Down. He's all right also, but he's not even in St. Louis.
No, he's not.
Well, with that being said, I have to get out because this one has soccer practice in the morning, and it's way past his bedtime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, good luck
I'll
with all
let
that.
you guys keep going. I'm gonna head out. But Blaine, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm looking forward to you catching the sombrero. Send your family my way too.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you.
All right, take care.
You too.
See you, Jorge.
Get out of
Get out of here.
here.
So, who is Renegades Battlehawks Brahmas fan?
Reveal yourself,
That's
Renegades Battlehawk Brahmas fan. I got back from Florida. Who do we know that went to Florida?
I don't know.
Reveal yourself.
Well, we'll figure that out.
They're on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh.
No idea. We'll figure that out. But in the meantime, so you'll notice that Rig made a comment about the flags. We did a charity event up in St. Louis. We were there to help the St. Louis Battlehawks fans. They did an event to support Autism Speaks, right? And that's a charity organization that helps kind of support parents of kids with autism and all this other good stuff. So we reached there. They had reached out to all the fan bases, and pretty much everybody sent up flags and stuff like that. Arlington was a little bit late for the party, so they had a towel, like one of those rally towels.
Rally towel.
They hung that for their flag because they didn't send a flag. It gets a little bit worse though. So Orlando didn't really send anything either. So they just did like a printout from a printer, not even like a photo, just a regular old piece of paper with Orlando's logo, and just kind of stuck it up at the end. It was a pretty interesting little event there, seeing all that stuff. Do you have the flag? There you go.
So look at that little thing.
Yeah, see a little baby blue flag.
A little flag. What the heck? Wait, are you not telling the story right? Oh my God, Rig Rocker,
No.
you need to hop on, because if this fool's not telling the story right,
I didn't know that they chickened out. I didn't know that they said that they were even going to send anything. But again, it's not my event. I went to go support. So
hey, who won our shirt? Who got the shirt?
Pretty sure that was Beaver Down that got that.
Really?
Yeah. So again, charity event. Horns Forward podcast threw together some stuff for it. Brahma shirt. One of our own
silent
shirts,
auction.
And so our biggest frenemy, which would be St. Louis, they wound up bidding on a lot of stuff that we brought up that was all connected with this event. So it actually turned out to be a pretty good event. I don't know if you guys heard about it or not, but they raised over $6,000.
They're trying to get to 10,000 now.
Yeah, they raised over $6,000 for this Autism Speaks event. And then just side note, little shameless plug because I'm so good at these. It looks like we're actually going to try and do another event in Houston, and in support of the Houston area Women's Center, right?
Oh, cool.
Details are still being worked out, right? So I can't say too terribly much about it because we haven't worked out everything, but it is going to be
Who's
over.
going to be hosting it? Like, is it
Well,
Red Rockers or is it the Predator couple? Like, are there anybody specific?
That's the thing. We haven't quite worked out all those details yet. We found an organization to support, and I know some of the St. Louis congregation, if you will, is going to be involved in helping support that. Rig Rocker is definitely going to be very much involved in that, and so is Brahma Babe and myself. But that's
Y'all
kind of about
formed like a secret club together.
Mm,
Yeah, they did. Don't even. Y'all got little code names and junk. I saw it in the chat.
We do. But it's only because
I went on a cruise and they went and had fun.
Yeah.
In St. Louis together.
Yes.
Now they got their own code talk and junk and own
code
stories.
Code talk.
Well,
it's the Bro Club. It's the Bro Club. And Brahma
Babe is there.
She's not a bro. She's not a bro. But she's pretty cool. But no, again, these are the kinds of things that the super fan base is trying to do, right? Create events, do things like
we had Jorge's, our first one already too. We had ours in August. We were the first ones to do it for the fan base.
That way. This lady right here, I don't know, Blaine, you probably didn't see anything about it. This lady put together one of the most phenomenal school supply drives I've seen done in a while. And it was her baby. We showed up, we drummed up business, right? We did our little song and dance stuff, whatever. But she's the true hero. She did all the work. She posted all the information about it. She got all the sponsors together, found the food park, like literally did everything.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, Jackie, how can we help? Oh, don't worry about it. I got it all. It's all done already.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we benefited St. PJ's Children's Home. So they're like the in between, like when the kids get taken out of their home and they're just like waiting for a foster. So school's about to start. They didn't have anything. And we filled up a whole truck full of stuff.
Yep.
So it's nice.
All because of Jackie.
That's awesome.
Jackie's the real hero. So, but that's the kind of fan base that we want. That's the kind of thing that we want to do to support our home clubs and to support this organization, right? Because I mean, let's be honest. If it wasn't for the XFL, a lot of these cities wouldn't have football, right?
At least not good football.
Well,
I know that's right.
Like Houston, for example. No offense, Texans fans, but right? I feel bad for them. I'm just glad that the University of Houston wore Oilers colors when they played UTSA. At least harken back to better times. But that's the kind of stuff that we want to do to try and raise awareness. And that's the kind of stuff that we're willing to do to make sure that we're putting a good spotlight on the XFL and people like you, Blaine, and several of the other players, because we know you guys are busting your tails, chasing your dream, trying to be the absolute best athletes and the best people that you can be. And we know that is kind of the real spirit of the XFL. And so we want to highlight that. And we want to do things to help you guys out and put more eyes on you, make things better for you guys, really solidify this and have this around for a long time. So
that's awesome, man. That's dope. That's super dope.
That's how crazy we are as fans. We're just crazy people, man.
Yeah, period.
So
and it's always good to have people like that behind you, though. That's super dope. And y'all probably do so many things that like y'all really don't get credit for, but at the same time, I feel like it's amazing. It's amazing, and I feel like it's gonna turn into something even bigger than what it is now. And so, I think it's gonna be awesome. I really do. I think this thing is only just gonna keep going up, and it's just gonna keep growing. So, I'm just really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be something great.
Yep. So, to our event in Houston, again, details are forthcoming. Just know that something is going to be coming. It's going to be happening over Martin Luther King Jr. day weekend. So the weekend
It's like
before.
January.
Yeah. And so it'll be in Houston. So it'll be probably like 62, maybe overcast. Like that's the worst that it's going to be. But details will be coming. So be looking forward to all that. Right.
Cool.
And Rig, you're going to be there. I don't care what you say. You've got to be there. And then Rig did say best of luck to you, Blaine.
Oh man, appreciate that. Appreciate you, Rig.
And we'll make sure that Wade Phillips keeps his ocular degeneration off of you.
No, that would be dope.
God.
I do appreciate y'all having me on. I'm about to go hit the hay, go lay
That's
it
what we need
down.
to do. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I need to go eat.
This big bear's got to go to sleep. So I just want to thank y'all for having me on. It's been a great opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to taking this thing to the top. So
yeah, let's do it, baby.
I want to thank y'all for the most, and horns forward.
Horns forward. Let's go. And
so y'all have a good one.
You too, bud. Take care, man. Well, Jackie, it's just you and I, so I guess that's probably a good time to go ahead and check on out, right?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
There you go.
A little bit.
Go get you something to eat. All right.
All right.